Oh, hit me with the music. Bob the Builder, Bob the Builder. How does it go again? Yes, he can.
Can he fix it? Yes.
Hammer and nails. It's the Two Cubes podcast. I'm Chris. That's Joseph Tazzarelli.
Oh yeah, baby. No name tag this week. My bad.
I gotta get rid of that hemorrhoid pillow out from under my ass.
I was wearing Pervy Pete's t-shirt earlier, and I'll tell you what, it's nice.
It does look like you're wearing Pervy Pete's t-shirt.
No, I am.
Oh. I need you to explain that a little further. It's May 20th, 2025.
I went and looked it up, and guess what? This shirt's 2 sizes too small because I'm wearing a small Muppets t-shirt.
Yeah?
Yes.
It looks like it. I think it fits you lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Hugs all those curves.
I've been taking some nice vitamins that are supposed to cut down on my fat content.
Are these the fucking blue, like,
Not the blue
clothing
stuff.
dye that,
No.
that you're eating because
That's
fucking
for my
RFK?
brain. That's for my brain. This controls my estrogen levels. And
I just got a fucking
I'll tell you what, I've been
cum
feeling,
shot from
I've
this
been feeling
THC
like
drink.
my wrist was hanging a little bit, and I'm getting the T levels back up.
It's probably because you've been drinking so much weed. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, could
Isn't that a
be.
thing? Like if you smoke too much weed, they say like it ups your estrogen level or
It
something.
makes sense. A lot of fucking stoners I know are kind of weaklings.
Chesty.
They're weak.
Oh, I just noticed you got a cool looking safe over there. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything, but
Oh no, I have a cool looking safe over there that used to be the TV stand. That's
oh really?
that's that's why I told you I got a TV stand,
Gotcha.
because it used to hold up that side of the TV.
I want that safe. Sell me that safe.
Okay,
You got anything
got
important in there?
Yes, but the combination,
Is forgotten. Is lost to time.
I kind of have a concept of where it is, but it's not like perfect.
So you can't open the safe, is what you're telling me.
I can open it, but I can't close it back up after I open it. It's, safes made these days are pretty easy to get into. It's about getting back out. Getting it closed again is
Really?
tough.
Okay.
Well, because nowadays they make them with just styrofoam and shit. You can break them.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Old safes are tough. They're steel.
That one looks legit.
Nah, it's a fire safe one, but if you had to get into that, you could get into it easy.
Ah. Okay. All right.
I found that out a weird way.
I'm drinking.
Someone told me they had a safe in their trunk, and I was like, I'll get in that safe. And they were like, yeah, I don't care about the combination. I was like, I didn't tell you I cared about the combination. I can get in the safe.
What would be
I'll-
your strat? Would you just use a fire axe? Like what would you hit it with?
So a sledgehammer works.
Okay.
If you have great accuracy, you can hit with a pickaxe and take the hinges off the other side. Then you're gonna save a lot of time. Delicately going through all the individual things inside the safe.
Yeah.
But if you just hit that safe with anything of any kind of substance, you'll get into it.
I'll trust you. I've never broken into a safe.
They're
before.
not very solid.
Or have
these
I?
ones. They're not. Again, a real vault or something. You're gonna have to. They're built right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think
This
they make
is-
cheap vaults. I don't think you can get like
they do.
a.
They make
Yeah,
cheap
they got a
vaults.
Temu vault, like just
Yeah,
a.
You can make it. You can get an aluminum vault. Dude, if you have a vault, people just assume it's strong.
True. I guess people are just—they're not even gonna try. It's a deterrent
They
more
go,
than it is anything
"Ah,
else.
Well,
Yeah.
he's got something valuable in there, but I don't know if I can get into it. That's
They don't need to know the price tag
That's
of
what
the
happens
vaults.
when you have
That
a
it
vault,
costs you
yeah.
like $1,800
Yeah,
bucks.
yeah. Yeah, you just buy a cheap vault. I think you can do it. I mean, if not, we should get in the cheap vault business.
Yeah, I would imagine $1,800 is a pretty good price for a vault. I would imagine that's pretty cheap.
That sounds like
Yeah.
a good.
I had a weird day, man. I had a long day.
Yes, we are posting late
Yeah,
Because
it's
of
because
how
of me. It's
long
because of me.
Chris's days are.
Yeah, well, yesterday I just totally fucked up. Normally we post
No,
early
you
on
didn't fuck up.
Tuesday.
You were doing research because you knew I was to ask you about the film you went and watched.
Yes, that's what it was. Because I'm going to do the first ever film
was
review.
in the field.
I was.
He was putting his neck out on the line.
It is
He
kind of
was-
weird.
He was a white guy watching a fully black film.
It was fully. That's not true. Actually, there's a handful of Irishmen and
Yeah, the bad guys.
yeah.
Now you know what it's like when like a black guy goes to Rocky 2.
Hey, I went to go see Django Unchained in Newark. I went to go see, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah, so you're normally in the field. You like this.
Yeah, exactly.
You're built like that.
Yeah, I am.
You're a guy who goes and sees Get Out in the Bronx.
Exactly. I think I went to go see it in New Brunswick, but whatever.
You go into, a tough neighborhood and watch.
It was a good flick, man. It was good.
Where'd you first watch White Men Can't Jump?
Oh, I first watched White Man
Did you
Can't
go to
Jump.
South Central? Or?
I think I was in my jammies in Iselin, New Jersey, sitting on a.
Imagine being a white dude in like the middle of South Central and going and seeing that movie early then and just like.
Well, White Man Can't Jump was really, it was about coming together. You know what I mean?
It's about coming together, much like American History X is.
It was
But
about
there's definitely-
celebrating our similarities.
There's
instead of our
definitely
differences.
scenes where you look down the aisle and go,
You can listen to Jimmy, but you can't hear Jimmy. I fucking love that movie. White Man Can't Jump is a classic. If you haven't
Again,
seen White Man
great
Can't
film.
Jump, you're uncultured.
great film.
You don't even understand America if you haven't seen White Man Can't Jump.
But yeah, again, if I watched American History X as an adult in a movie theater for the first time, and there were other black men in the theater, I would have been like,
Why? That's a movie about how awful fucking racism
not in the
is.
beginning.
Like
you
how
don't know that
terrible
when you're
Nazis
watching
are.
it.
True. Very true.
You watch
Opening
it for
20, 30 minutes of that movie.
You're just watching it
Yikes.
going, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
But you
Edward
gotta
Norton's-
assume. You gotta assume that they're like Hollywood isn't gonna drop a movie
Edward
that's
Norton's
just like,
a
hey,
monster, dude.
Nazism isn't that cool? Like I don't think Hollywood was what they go for, you know?
Glad we don't clip this anymore. But talking about that,
I gotta slow down on this drink. This is a 10 milli when I'm used to a 5.
talking
I'm gonna
about
get
exactly
schmacked.
what you just said, I believe I figured out Kanye West.
You figured him out.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's.
So he's had a lawsuit against South Park for years.
Did you hear a weird sound
Yeah,
effect?
it's
just
my
now?
phone. I'm still hooked
okay.
up.
It was cool. I thought that
I'm
meant like,
hooked
you
up.
said the word of the day or something. I thought that's what that meant.
But it was telling me shut up. But so he's got a lawsuit against South Park, right?
For the fish sticks episode.
For being a gay fish. Yeah.
Are you serious? That episode came out like 10 years ago.
He did it at some point. Whatever. He was upset about it. Now I have a theory. I fall asleep to South Park pretty regularly,
Yeah.
and today I was waking up and I have dreams about it because it's on while I'm
Uh-huh.
sleeping.
Yeah, I get it.
I figured it out today. I think Kanye West is acting out the Tourette's episode of South Park.
So you think he falls asleep to South Park as well, and now he has like subliminal messaging has caused him.
I know for a fact that in that episode, Eric Cartman says, I'm going to say unthinkable things about the Jews on national TV.
Okay.
It's going to be a ravaging on the Jewish culture, blah, blah, blah.
Jesus Christ.
And then within 3 minutes.
I've never seen this episode, so
And then within 3 minutes, he says, me and my cousin touch wieners. I know for a fact that happens in that episode because I watched it again this morning. Because I woke up, I went to work an extra half hour late.
yeah.
I was already 2 hours late. I made it 2.5 hours late so I could watch that episode again.
Wait, so you think
So I
this is a
knew.
diabolical
I think-
let me try to
I think-
outline what
I
you're
think he
saying
is
here.
literally trying to villainize Matt Stone and Trey Parker, and he's going to act out a bunch of Eric Cartman scenes and then one day come out and go,
And be like, if I'm getting in so much trouble,
you
with
guys
this,
love South Park. You guys didn't back me when I tried to sue them, but you have done nothing but villainize me
you hypocrite.
since I fucking became Eric Cartman. I think that's what's happening.
Dude, interesting take. Interesting take.
He spends 20 seasons being anti-Jew.
So you're saying that Kanye hates Matt
And then-
Matt, what are they, Stone and Matt Parker
Trey,
much.
Trey Stone and
Yeah,
Matt Parker.
I forgot which one was Trey and which one was Matt.
I think I might have fucked him up too.
He hates them so much that he's going to like destroy his own career
But full circle.
and reputation.
Full circle.
Because then he's gonna
He's still a billionaire.
once he reveals what his grand plan is. You
He's
think
still
he's
a
gonna,
billionaire, and he's a genius. If you don't remember,
It's true. It's true. Well, you know what
He's
they say
even
about
made a
geniuses.
guess what? Guess what? He's made gospel albums. Guess who else has done that? Eric fucking Cartman.
All right, I thought you were gonna say Hitler. I was gonna be like,
No.
whoa, really? No shit.
Eric fucking Cartman.
Hitler had pipes on him like that? I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't
no.
know he had soul like that.
But he did paint a German Shepherd once. But no, Eric Cartman has also made a gospel album. Faith Plus One was his band. I'm telling you,
You know too much about South Park. I can't hang. You know, I can't go toe to toe.
I think
with
Matt
you.
Stone and Trey Parker might
I like
catch
this
on
theory.
one day.
I like the theory.
I think one day, literally, Kanye is going to come out and go, "Listen, I've been literally playing out the cartoon.
I did this, this, and this. All
you
happened
guys loved Eric Cartman
in seasons
and then-
5, episode 6. You know, like
You guys loved Eric Cartman, and now fucking Kanye West figured it out, and he did it. And guess what? It wasn't illegal for them,
unbelievable.
and they did call him a genius. So he is a genius, of course.
I think so. Hey, listen, Kanye's first two albums were.
I think this is all just to prove
formative for me.
that he can like fish sticks without being a gay fish. He has become a Nazi.
Just so that
He
he can,
started a swastika brand. He has started. He's bringing everything.
Do you think
100% full circle?
he really just loves fish sticks that much that he's willing to go on this so that he can finally eat
He's
fish
like,
sticks
I'm-
again in peace?
I think he's going to do this for a Long John Silver's commercial. Long John Silver's going to come out as the top brand.
Yeah, right before he drops this
Fucking-
this news, he's going to invest in Long John Silver's
He's going to fucking blow up, baby.
yeah, and panko breadcrumbs.
And guess what? Two Cubes podcast is going to follow. We have the coattails, baby. We caught your fin, baby. We caught you.
Dude, you're firing on all cylinders tonight, and I like it.
I'm on one cylinder and it's terrible, but it's a theory I came up with while I was asleep, so that means I was almost alive.
Speaking of cylinders, how was it watching your sister drink out of a dick shot glass today?
It's not the first time I've seen her suck out of a penis. No.
They fucking Sam and Joe decided to buy, or was it just Sam?
It was Sam.
Sam decided to buy
Joe doesn't go that far south.
a a dick shot glass from where was it, Atlantic City or something?
Wildwood.
Or, Wildwood.
I go to
And,
AC. I don't go further south.
Yeah, Wildwood.
They
is
get dumber and
dangerously
dumber.
South.
They get dumber
Dangerously
and dumber as you get down there.
south. It's only about 20 minutes further south.
It doesn't matter.
But,
IQ drops 50 points.
Pardon me, I'm a little stuffed up this episode, but
Forrest Gump
So
would
she
be
came
a
back with
beast
this-
down there.
she came back with this little like neon pink and green dick shot glass. But it has, whoever invented the shot glass is
Oh my
either
God.
either brilliant or an idiot, because the dick shot glass only has one hole in it, and it's shaped like a dick.
It's the size of one of these lights.
So
the
if-
top, the hole.
Yeah, like, so if you ever try to drink out anything that isn't like collapsible, you know, like it's really hard. Like it'll like fire back at you, you know, if the hole is like too small, because then air can't get in.
There is no
as-
ventilation. No.
Yeah, as the liquid is escaping, air can't get in. Whatever, you know, science, right? But that kind of makes it great because if you're gonna make somebody drink liquor out of a dick shot glass, it kind of just comes out in like spurts and it like sprays you in the eyes.
The girls upstairs tried to argue that doing this would not make it come out. It'll come out. It's
For sure.
It's gonna come out like vinegar does.
Exactly. It
It's gonna be
spurts,
nuts.
which is just brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, it is a brilliant, but to say it wouldn't come out is
It's absurd. It's crazy.
It hurts my feelings.
That's like saying opening up a glass bottle of water and pouring it upside down. It's not going to come out. It's going to come out like glug 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 glug. It's not going to come out smooth if there was another hole in it. But I digress. It's been a weird day, dude. I discovered, you told me, Bob the Builder's fucking British.
Yeah, Bob the Builder, British show. No idea. Well, and I actually just found out upstairs as well from the same morons that think that liquid doesn't pour out if you put it upside down. I just found out that it was originally a British show that they just dubbed over for the English.
Blew my mind. I had no idea. I would never let a child watch a British
the regular
show.
People.
Thomas the Tank is British as well, right?
No.
Really?
The original Thomas the Tank has fucking like great comedians on it. It's got
shit,
it's
really?
from the 60s. It's got George Carlin talking.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
George Carlin's the original Thomas the Tank Engine voice.
I don't know why I always imagined all those little trains just being limey little.
As far as I know, it started in 1967. As far as I know, and George Carlin is the voice of Thomas the Tank Engine.
No way.
And yeah,
George Carlin is not the voice of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Here's
Get
the internet.
The fuck out of here.
Here's the internet. Look it up.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
I call malarkey right now.
George Carlin. Baby.
Who is the original voice of Thomas the Tank Engine? Ringo fucking Starr? It is. The
it's
original
Ringo Starr,
narrator of the UK version of Thomas the Tank Engine was Ringo the motherfucking Starr.
Okay,
What?
it is Ringo Starr, but what year?
Dude, sir, he narrated the first two series
What year?
of the show in 1984 and 1986. You're way off base.
Okay. Did George was George Carlin ever Thomas the Tank Engine?
God damn.
George Carlin was the U.S. narrator for Thomas the Tank Engine and
the
Friends
US
from seasons 1
so
to
this
4.
is so relevant to what
This
we're
is
talking
from
about.
fandom.com.
This is so relevant to what we're talking about.
What years was George Carlin the narrator for Thomas the Tank Engine?
Turn the goddamn volume down on that thing, would you?
George Carlin was the narrator for Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends from season.
Okay, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends.
Series of. Ugh. She's a nasally bitch. I don't like her
Thomas
voice.
the Tank Engine and Friends started in. All right, I'll just ask.
1984.
What year did Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends air?
Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends first aired in 1984.
1984, man.
This is from fanlore.
So it's George Carlin is the narrator,
For the American version.
No,
So it's
no.
exactly what happened.
but
with-
Ringo Starr is Thomas is probably Thomas.
What? Oh, the
Thomas's
narrator
voice.
and not. Okay, I get what you're saying.
So it's the same years.
Oh, right. So he narrated the show. That's crazy. I had no
It
fucking
was
idea.
84 though. I was wrong on the years.
Really weird. I didn't know Thomas had such star power. How did they get such big names to be in little fucking like clay animation trains?
It was
dude?
the first seasons.
Crazy. Wild.
So that's
I know.
real
Yeah,
nuts.
it wasn't even like it was a big hit and
It
then
was
they
just-
brought these
yeah,
guys
it was
in.
that was the first seasons. That's
Dude,
it.
the fucking drugs.
I was just saying, I
in
watched
the
it with
70s
Joe.
and 80s
I
must have been
watched-
so good.
I watched them with Joey, so I know. I was watching him. I was like, "That's George Carlin talking." I know who that is.
Could you imagine just being like, maybe one of the top 3 most popular comedians in the world, George Carlin, and
Talking to probably the most popular drummer of all time at that time.
yeah, and then just be like, yeah, you want to do this little children's show with little toy trains? Wouldn't that be lovely? And Carlin's just like, yeah, I do want to do that. Fuck God, but let's make a.
What if we had a show where I talk about how you can't get to the top of a hill? And he was like,
I want to make that movie. I want to make. How did that? Like, they got a movie about how Jordan sneakers came around. That doesn't interest me.
how you didn't get to the top of a hill, and then. Well, you see, if I try real hard, I'll get to the top of a hill, but I might need an extra coal. Well, you're gonna have to stop in Pennsylvania for that goddamn coal. Because guess who the fuck's mining that coal? It's a bunch of fucking Americans.
Let me tell you something about California people.
Yeah,
Pennsylvania people. I fucked that up. Anyway,
Vanians. We just call them Vanians.
insane.
We don't gotta put the Pensa.
That writer's room must have been wild. There must have been so much coke
I don't
in that
think there
writer's
was.
room.
Yeah, I guess. I think it was just to hang out.
In a children's train show.
Well, they were running trains.
Oh man, yeah. There's got to be a.
I'm the
metaphor there.
conductor. Whoop whoop.
They do call them train lines. I'm sure that's wild. I bet you there's other famous voices. You couldn't just stop there. If you got fucking Carlin and
That's it.
Star, you're not just gonna stop there. They probably
Seasons 1 through 4, 5 through 28 are terrible.
yeah. Does Van Halen do the soundtrack too? Was I unaware of that? It was like, did Michael Jackson play Percy or some shit? What was going on?
No, there is a Frank the Tank Engine, and I don't know why he doesn't get the credit.
Is that
He
Will
must-
Ferrell's character?
He must
from
chug
old school?
from old school. Yeah, he must just chug. I don't know what's up with him. Just chug a lug.
Is there really a character called Frank? Oh, Franklin. That's right. There's
Yeah,
a Franklin.
yeah, it's
That's
Frank
right.
the Tank.
That's so funny.
He's a tank engine. He's red.
Glug glug glug, just like that dick shooter. So yeah, Bob the Builder is originally a British children's show. It came out in 2000, and then they changed it to American voices because they just didn't think that our American brains could tolerate such a ridiculous, silly accent.
Yeah, exactly. That was why they changed Bob the Builder over, which is nice. I like it. I think.
Speaking of not being able to comprehend
I
something,
wish they got a British guy to dub it, put in American, like Russell Brand had a talk.
yeah, how come all these fucking Brits come over here onto? Sorry, I'm still really
Just
upset
dollars-
about the
dollars
Revolutionary
is
War.
why. Yeah.
They come over here and they make American movies and they have American accents in the movies, but we never have American guys going over to England doing British accents, do we?
Because there's no British movies.
They have British movies. What are you talking
James
about?
Bond. That's it.
I'm pretty sure James Bond is actually an American studio, but I could be wrong about that. I think that's
I don't know. It's always been a British
made by
guy, though.
fucking
It's always
Paramount
been a
or
guy
something.
from
Yeah.
England.
But
But like Robin Williams didn't get the part in Harry Potter because he wasn't British.
really,
He tried. He wanted Lupin bad, and he
they
wanted
would only
Hagrid.
do British people, huh?
Oh, it had to be
It's
British.
fucked up.
They-
Just
they
British,
cho-
British and white apparently. There's like no black people in
Well-
Harry Potter.
Well, after movie 3, there is.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, they mostly make him black after that.
Every new character is black
Yeah.
after the third movie.
Yeah, after 3, they're all lesbian, black, or Asian.
It's really, it was a sign of the times. It was
Yeah, it was J.K. Rowling was rolling around in her money,
in her grave.
in her money pile.
I don't think she's dead.
Yeah, she's got a money pile she's rolling around in. She's very upset about it. She does
Yeah.
not like seeing. She did explicitly make sure that no transgenders were.
Crazy. She's a trans exclusionary.
She's Australian, so
Uh,
she believes in the freak animals they have over there,
I forget
but
what
not
TERF
in
stands for.
not in the
Trans
hu-
exclusionary radical feminist.
the
That's
humans
what she is.
the humans that that tend to try and become Australian by going wild. God, that's all right. We can't clip that.
We cannot.
But She did say Dumbledore's gay, so that's.
Did you really? That makes up for it then. That makes up for it.
I think she was like, "Yeah, all right, fine. You guys have a problem. Dumbledore's gay. How about that?"
She was watching that. She got stoned and she was watching Lord of the Rings and she was like, "Isn't Gandalf gay? Fuck it, my wizard's gay too. My old gray wizard's gay too."
I think she got a bunch of pushback and just was like, "All right, fuck it, he's gay. I don't know. Top guy's gay. I don't know what to tell you." Actually likes Harry the whole time. I'm gonna make you guys like a pedophile. How about that?
Dude, you said the funniest thing upstairs, and I was like, "Oh, we have to talk about this." Oh, you were saying like Disney is so hardcore.
Oh.
Disney is so hardcore about protecting their shit. Like you can't have. I wanted to put. They have like a fucking rubber hey chicken like from Moana upstairs, and like in the pile of kids' toys, and it's so funny looking. I wanted to like put it on the table to be on the podcast, and Joe's like, "Nah, Disney doesn't fuck around. You can't put it in there. We'll get like shut down just because there's a Disney character there." And he's like, "That's how you make a sex tape without it getting spread on the internet. You just fuck to a Disney soundtrack."
Yeah,
You have to have something visually Disney in it too, though.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because somebody could just mute the music and just have the.
Yeah, but everything's a
visual.
ride. Everything's a ride.
I mean, dude, I like to have the sound up on my porn too. Don't get me wrong, but like you could. Somebody could just take it and put it to different music. You know what I mean? And then you would still be
So you're
fucking
saying
on
we
film.
have to have a backdrop
Backdrop for what?
for the sex?
Oh yeah. You got to
It's
get a
just-
green screen, and you
it's-
just got to play Moana in the
Yeah,
background while you're
all your
banging.
sex tapes, you have to be like, okay, but I'm putting this green screen behind us. I'm gonna make sure this doesn't get on the internet. I'm gonna definitely be absolutely. This will have nothing to do with me having sex with Stitch. Nothing.
What movie would you have going in the background of your sex tape?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I was gonna go Under the Sea all the way, just because that song just rules, you know.
Little
Down
Mermaid.
where it's wetter, down where it's better.
No.
Take it from me.
I don't know if you've ever told me something's under the sink, but every time someone tells me that, I go, under the sink.
I love it. I
It's a-
belive I've heard you say that before, and it
It's
made me chuckle.
It's a bullshit trick I pull on everybody, where especially if I know something's under the sink, and they're and
Oh, you're just
and they're
waiting.
telling me to get it, I go.
You just put a bunch of important shit under the
I
sink.
go, where is it again? And they go, it's under the sink. I go, under the sink? And they go, what? I go, under the sink. Every time.
You're putting like the Apple TV remote under the
Joey's
sink.
starting to get it. When the door opens here, he goes, welcome to Joe's.
I know. I heard him say it one
It's
time.
so nice. It's
He mispronounced welcome. It was really cute. He was
Yeah.
like, "What da da da."
Joe's!
It was awesome.
But Joe's. But yeah, he started to get it. The door opens. He knows. He just has to go, welcome to Joe's. And then he looks over for who's in the door. Because, in this house, we don't know.
That's true. Could be anybody.
One day it might be the police. And then guess what? We kneecap a bitch. And
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
back to
I didn't
your,
know you stayed strapped like that, but
Back to your question
noted.
about best Disney movie to be playing in the background of your sex tape.
I didn't even think live action. When I think Disney movies, I immediately think cartoons. I was amazed that you said Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Well,
Insane.
you got to think now, these days, Marvel is part of it too.
Yeah, I did not think of that.
Marvel,
Shit.
Star Wars, they're all part of it, baby. You could be fucking in front of Jabba the Hutt and then bam. it's
Oh,
on.
dude. That's exactly where I'd be. I'd be in Jabba's fucking floating palace in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, you could be fucking rocking, baby. There's a lot of opportunity in the live action world of Disney these days.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Also,
man, my imagination's running wild.
also-
I know what I'm dreaming about tonight.
Also, Disney owns ESPN, so we could talk Knicks while we're talking.
Oh my god, fucking Knicks play tomorrow
we
night.
could talk
What time
about,
is the game? I gotta know. It's gotta be.
we could talk about that fucking they put
Is
on
it a 7 or
the
an 8
goddamn Celtics in Game 6.
game?
They fucking that
You bet on the fucking Celtics in Game 6.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought that's what you were just saying.
No, I was saying they you could put
Yeah,
that on behind you because that was a fucking as well. It's a double fucking.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
It's a-
oh,
That's a double sex tape right there. Because
I
that was
went fucking nuts when they won. Well, we went fucking nuts. We went to. I was
we
up
had a good
till
time.
I don't know, 8
I-
o'clock, 9 o'clock.
I
in the
don't know what
morning.
happened to me. I died.
You got really drunk. Did you like smoke weed or something? Did you mix it with
I don't
your
think
your
so.
alcohol? Because yeah, you were totally fine, and then all of a sudden, like I went to the bar, I got like
I don't
I
know.
got a drink, and then I turned around and came back to talk to you. You were listening
was
to me fine,
hammered.
and then you said something that didn't make any sense, and then you kind of just melted down the wall. You like leaned on
Yeah,
the wall
I don't know
and
what
started,
happened.
and I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "What happened to Joe in the last 2 minutes that I was?"
Yeah,
gone?"
I do remember last seeing you, and then I woke up on the couch. That's what happened.
Well, I'm
don't
glad
know.
you got home. I felt bad we just put you in an Uber, but we
No,
were, I
I-
feel like we were
I
just reaching our apex, you know.
I was fine. Whatever. It's okay. But no, that's true. I did get ruined, but I did have a great time,
Joe's always double fisting, and he's
And
always
I'm
double
excited-
fisting some stiff drinks. So
and I'm excited about the next series.
I am
Even
too,
though I
man.
don't really watch a lot of basketball.
I think they're going to give the Pacers more problems than people think. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting series. That noise is creeping me out. I keep thinking like something special is about to happen. Like,
It's a new phone, so I don't know how to use it.
ooh, you got a crispy ass new iPhone?
Yeah,
What is that? Is it iPhone 24 or something? What is it?
it's the new one with the Max, not the Pro. It's a Pro, not a Max.
So the Max is bigger.
Yeah, but I think having a clear screen is gay.
Well, you mean like a case? You mean a
The
clear
case, yeah.
Yeah.
I got one, and then now I feel gay. I don't know.
Why is that? Do you think
I
it
don't know.
does
Look-
kind of look like a
look at it.
stripper heel?
Yeah,
you know
look
what I
at
mean?
it.
Like,
It looks like a girl's phone. I just don't feel.
I
like,
would have never thought that. I would
I-
have never thought that.
I don't feel like it's my phone. I don't. Every time I see it, I'm like, well, it's clearly mine. I know which one it is, but
Yeah.
I have the best logo in the world as a background.
Hell yeah. It's not really your phone though until you fill it with your smut, you know? You got to fill it with all the gross things you're into and then it'll really feel like your phone. That's how you do it.
I mean, Two Cubes podcast is already in there, baby. It's
And this show is smut. I mean, just look at him. Just look at Pervy Pete over there on the table.
yeah. I mean,
Just jaying off right here on the goddamn
if
show.
you guys think I'm smutting more than I talk about on here, then you guys are wrong. Also, oh wait, I do have a. I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna do it. Oh
Hit me
yeah, we're
with it.
30 minutes in. Nobody's gonna listen to this.
Hit me with it, Joe.
Boy.
I'm really nervous about it. Should I be nervous?
No, I think you're gonna laugh about it, but
What-
and it is very funny. I think it's very funny. It's obviously hilarious.
oh god.
The only person, there's one person in the world who would want me to say this, and there's 7 people in the world who want to hear it. But it's,
Oh god. What is it?
I'm way better at sex when I'm in pain.
What? Oh, so you're into
No,
just
not that.
getting punched in the face and then you just
No, I think Sam might like when I tell her, hey, I broke my nose today, because she knows that I'm gonna last a little longer in bed.
Jesus
Because
Christ.
I'm in incredible amounts of pain.
Man, I love this podcast.
I think she waits till I get hurt bad till that happens,
That is interesting, dude.
because she all of a sudden every time I get like badly hurt, I'm like, man, where the fuck is this usually?
I got 2 stories that relate to that. I had an ex-girlfriend a million years ago, fucking 10 years ago or something, that like I was trying to find out like what she was into. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, you know, like, what turns you on? You know? I was like,
yeah.
and her thing was like, I really like guys that are like bruised and beat up. Like I really like that. I was like, Oh, awesome. So I just got to get the shit kicked out of me to give you a fucking orgasm. Sick. Let me just go get into a bar fight real quick and break my nose, and then I'll get you. I
Okay.
was like, how inconvenient for me. Like that, and that was like the first thing she named.
So
You know what I mean? It was like
she
it was,
likes a. I get.
she likes a rough and tumble guy. But what am I gonna do? Do some Hollywood makeup in the bathroom and then
No,
come out?
I
Like,
can teach you how to dive down some stairs. They'll give you. But that gives you the body bruises, the face and stuff. You want that? I got you.
no, I'd rather not get fucking punched in the face.
Yeah, no, that's what you don't gotta get punched in the face. We're gonna give you the car wash treatment. You know, how car washes have the two rolling things.
Yeah.
You're gonna just put your face to two rolling things, and then you just get smacked. You're
Gotcha.
Smacked up.
All right.
It
It still sounds an awful lot like getting just fucking hit in the face.
I mean, you're gonna get bruises, so it's not gonna be.
It's not gonna be pleasant. Yeah,
All
for
I'm
sure,
telling
for
you
sure.
is I can hurt you, just not that bad, and I can make it look worse than it is.
Okay, all right.
It's the
Interesting,
opposite
Joe.
of it's the
Interesting.
opposite of icing your injuries. I'll make your injuries look worse.
I also learned a new vocabulary word that I think maybe should be our English word of the day.
Sounds like a new podcast we're starting.
It actually would be a good title. So I have a friend. I will not disclose his name because this is kind of dark. And so long ago, he told me one day in confidence, we were like drinking or something, and he's like, dude, the weirdest thing happened the other day. My girlfriend was like upset about something and she was crying. And he's like, I'm sitting there like consoling her with my arm around her, telling her it's going to be all right. He's like, and then I just got like the biggest boner in the world. And he's like, what does that mean if a girl crying gives me a boner? And I'm like, I don't know, man. That's pretty dark.
Cries
You're going to have to
honoration.
deal with that.
It's cries honoration.
So then literally yesterday, he sends me a text message. It's just a link. And I click on it. And it's like the definition of the word morny. MOURNY.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of this. Okay.
So like apparently, well, I mean, it's not exactly what he was saying, but
I think this trended after Wedding Crashers because of the.
do they use that term?
They didn't use it in it, but I believe it because Chad, whatever his name is, in it.
Because he goes and picks
Will
up
Ferrell's in it.
girls.
Yeah, I
at
believe.
funerals.
I
yeah.
believe they.
That's dark.
I believe it. It may have spawned even from that, but
Morny is a pretty brilliant name for that phenomenon. You know what I mean?
Morny would be a
people-
fun podcast name, though. You're right.
And it's you just podcast from funerals and
No, we just talk to widows. Another good name for that would be Widow's Peak, though.
I mean,
Bro,
I would imagine that
If they're
it
top,
wouldn't. They wouldn't be at their peak. You know what I mean? I don't
except
know.
they're talking to me.
They wouldn't be having the best.
I have
time.
decided-
It might be called Widow's Low.
I had decided in my off time that I'm going to start showing this podcast actual me, my persona.
Yeah, I've been trying to get you to do that forever.
Yeah.
That's why we played the
So
game Tap the Tap.
I've decided. Joe's decided that it's
it's
time.
about that time.
It's time for Joe to fucking stop talking in the fucking first person and start fucking being a man and stop worrying about making fun
Joe,
of widows.
Just show the camera.
Just
man.
make fun of some widows. Fucking do it.
Joe has two dicks. Just tell him. Show him, Joe.
I have two dicks. One's in my ass and one's out on my front.
Follow me on this. Follow me on this show.
I followed you on that.
Imagine helicopter and a dick that comes out of the front, and you do like a helicopter dick. You might actually get somewhere. With that.
I followed you on. Oh, I was saying one's up and one's out.
I see. Okay,
But-
all right.
I don't actually have that, but I was doing a yes and. It's the ultimate in improv is when someone says you're getting fucked in the ass and you go absolutely.
That's how you do it. That's improv 101.
I did yes and. It's actually two dicks because if you touch them together based through the anus, it's 12 inches.
Which brings us to our Spanish word of the day,
Ooh.
improvisación. I don't know if that's really how you say
Spanish
improvisation.
word of the day is
Impronación.
Impronación.
I don't know. That actually could
It's-
be how you say improvisation in
Oh,
Spanish. I don't
Okay,
know.
I was gonna guess that it meant improvised.
My bad. I forgot how Yes Manuel was played. I'm sorry.
I also forgot, although you made the game and I have been the only player of it.
Yeah.
I forgot how to play.
Well, no. Didn't Bennett call in and he was a contestant for one?
Well, yeah, that was after like 6 episodes.
yeah.
That means there's been another. We were both players there.
We need to. Get
I can't
Bennett
believe there's
involved with
20
that
more
game.
minutes of this. This is gonna be.
Oh, I haven't even brought up some
I
of the
know.
things
Well,
I
I got stuff to talk about still. It's just if I'm already talking about my girlfriend looks forward to me breaking my nose to have sex with me.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what to tell you. How many you've already broken your nose like 10 times or something, you know? Like,
I'm at about 16, 17.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to do it again.
Well, I'm actually
you
going,
better come up with another injury, you know?
I'm
Like,
actually going tomorrow to get an X-ray of my teeth to make sure I haven't impacted my palate because I think I did.
Do you think dental work is gonna do the trick?
No,
sexually.
No, I think on this last break, I think I broke whatever the hell's in between my septum and my teeth.
Yeah, I don't know what that's called.
I asked my mom today, and she doesn't know either, and she's been a dental assistant for like 40 years. So I don't think anyone knows, but it's certainly there, and I think I broke it because it's affected my talking. I can't
Yeah.
speak right. And when I hit, this is the first time it's ever happened to me on the, I don't know, 16, 17 broken noses I've had. I hit straight on, and I felt this like fucking,
Like a split,
like a
some-
divide. It felt like
Ugh,
I broke my skull straight up.
Jesus fucking Christ!
And I
man.
was like, ah. But I
like, ah.
Well, I came back in to play later. I only left for a play, but this won't stop fucking hurting here.
Right under the nose.
The
Yeah, I forgot what that thing's called. It's called
The-
like a.
I think it should be called an
philtrum or
Andy
something.
Reid.
I forget.
An Andy Reid is what it should be called.
Does he have a particularly pronounced under nose?
Well, he's got the
thingy?
mustache, and then he's got the
Yeah,
like
I have to call to mind what Andy Reid looks like right now.
the Andy Reid space is
Does he have? He has a space there
he does
in the middle of the mustache. It's just so
Well,
bushy.
he's got the
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. I'm imagining it's a walrus
it's-
mustache.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's got, but it's that between the
Yeah.
between the
the
septum.
Dom Squataluch. The
Yeah.
yeah.
Between the septum, the anti-Hitler. I think I broke my I think I broke my Hitler. The Hitlerian bone I broke.
Which is its proper Latin name, as we know.
I broke the Hitlerian, and then I but like
How
my
did we come full circle back to Hitler talk?
yeah, I broke my Hitlerian. I'm very upset about it. And it hurts like a motherfucker. I'll tell you what, it'll make you have sex for another 40, 50 seconds.
Oh, you're getting a full minute, dude.
Yeah, it's
Well, almost a full minute.
yeah. Well, and there's a reset button because if you get a little clap,
Oh shit!
You
then
get a full-
square one.
you
Yeah.
go back to the beginning. You don't have to unplug. You have to. It's just a reset. It's
Ugh.
it's like blowing in a N64 thing. If you get a freeze, they can go click, and you go ah.
Dude, this is
ah.
oh man, you need to write a book immediately. Like it's a Kama Sutra, but it's like it's pain.
Dude, if this is the clip
It
that ever
juice or
goes
something.
anywhere, that's gonna suck assholes for me. But I'm telling you, it's true. It's a you got a button. Then if you break your nose, you have a reset button that they can blow on like an N64 controller.
Fuck, I don't think that would work for me. I don't.
I think
I
it would.
don't.
I'm telling you, You'll stop thinking altogether about everything else. Your nose goddamn hurts.
I'm saying that I think that maybe that would be too big of a hurdle for me to get over.
No,
in
it
that
doesn't hurt
moment.
that
You know,
bad.
It might take
It
me
doesn't hurt that bad.
an hour to recover.
It
so.
doesn't hurt that bad. It's mostly numb and tingling. It's mostly tingling face.
Okay, all right.
It's
That's after it's been broken for a while, but a freshly
No.
broken.
freshly
I broke
broken.
the tip of my finger one time, and I remember it being numb and tingly. But
Freshly broken. After like 45 minutes, it tastes. It's like you did cocaine for the next 5 days. It's just got that tingly.
yeah.
You got like a tingly feeling in your whole like inner septum for like 4 days.
It's like your Jack Nicholson.
That's what happens when you break your nose. Yeah.
Like your Jack Nicholson and the Departed.
Yeah.
When he's like, oh, he says
it-
something about like I'm gonna do so
Yeah,
much coke I can't feel my face. or
When you
something.
break your nose, you become Danny DeVito. it's pretty amazing. It's,
Why Danny DeVito?
Oh, have you never heard about him? Fucking, he has a couple great interviews, but he has one great interview where he goes, where they ask him about what it's like being
Danny DeVito.
well,
I often
well,
wonder that.
being an actor in like the 80s, and he goes, I have no idea. I was snowed out. He goes, I was plowing snow the whole time. I have no idea.
I believe that.
And they're like, well, but you were there 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. And he's like, yeah, first 30 years, no idea.
I didn't know
he
that
goes-
cocaine erased your memory like that.
he goes, it was a blizzard the whole time.
Like, yeah, it just
I
went so
don't-
fast.
I have no idea. It was a blizzard. I have no idea.
God, man.
He's like, I don't know.
Where's that? Where is that biopic? You know, like
Well,
Bob Dylan. I'm a Bob
who are they
Dylan
gonna play
fan,
him?
but
Who are they going to play him?
I know.
An actual troll? What are they going to get?
Get him to play himself.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess he doesn't remember, so I guess he can't.
but yeah,
Somebody's got to remember. Somebody was hanging out with
that's
him.
the problem is nobody can play Danny.
Like, he did CGI. They should do an R-rated.
They should have Arnold do it.
Yeah. Danny DeVito's life story, CGI cartoon.
They should
Looks
have-
like a children's movie, but it's written by Danny DeVito. So
It's Hafthor Bjornsson is Danny DeVito in it. So he's just 6'10", 485 the whole movie. He's
him
the
doing
world's
rails
strong-
with Schwarzenegger on the set of Twins.
He's the world's strongest man the whole movie, but I mean I'd be in for that.
Oh man, this is the best weed drink I've ever had.
That one's nice. It does taste like bubblegum to me, and
It's very summery. I like it. I put it over ice, so maybe that watered down. I didn't get a bubblegum flavor, but delicious. Cycling Frog, Italian Plum, THC seltzer. Go out and buy it in stores.
I think it's their only 10. It's their only 10 milligram.
It's pretty good. It's weird. I felt like I was more fucked up off the 5 milligram. Is that weird? That's weird.
That, again, I had one that I got nothing from, and I got one that I don't know if they're very
Potent.
well, I don't know if they're very synthetic. Like I don't know if they're very
Dig deep, Joe. You'll find it.
well, correct. Like I don't know if they're mixed well because again, I had one of the 10s and I had nothing happened.
Yeah. Oh, so they're not
And
all
And
consistent.
then another day
Okay.
I had another 10 and then I was fucked up.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
I get what you're saying. They're inconsistent from can to can or batch to
Yeah.
batch or whatever.
Yeah, they're. So I don't know. You might have just got a good can, or a bad can.
Maybe I don't know. Depending on how you look at it, I definitely feel a little something. I'll tell you that much. But I feel completely zonked out on that 5%, man. I don't know what it was. That was like the cherry flavor. Maybe they just made them. They started making them weaker. You know, now they're trying to save a buck.
It's possible. I mean, it would be fucked up if they're just lying to us about how much
Yeah.
they're giving us. But
Now that they made a name for themselves. So I saw the weirdest fucking thing on Route 21 today.
oh, nice.
I briefly told you about it.
Yeah, I know. I purposely didn't listen.
I'm driving on 21. I'm coming here. I just got off working fucking 14 hours. I'm so beat. I swear I didn't hallucinate this. I hadn't had the cycling frog yet. And I'm talking to my mother on the phone, right, like a good Italian boy. I'm not Italian. And all of a sudden, like, I had to stop talking to her. I was like mid-sentence, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I look up in the sky, and it took me a minute for my brain to even, like, make out what I was looking at. It was 3 military helicopters, big ones, like those big, like, fat boys that...
Cargo Bobs.
Yeah,
From,
like
from,
what-
from Grand Theft Auto.
Yes.
Cargo
yeah,
Bob.
Yeah, exactly. And like 3 big ass military helicopters flying with no lights. So they had no blinkers or anything on. That's why it was hard to see because it was night and these things were black. But like the sky was like that purpley color. So I could still make out like the silhouettes of these things flying.
Yeah, it was 6:45 in GTA time.
Yeah, I guess it was like 7:45 p.m. on April 20th. Oh, I don't know.
Today's May 20th.
May 20th. That's what I meant. May 20th, 2025. And dude, it was so weird. And they were all they were carrying like something. It was like something that was like wrapped in tarp or some shit. And they were like connected to it by like chains or
Well,
whatever.
good news. 521 doesn't
What the
sound that good as a
fuck
never
were they
forget.
carrying, dude? What was that?
Five-
And all the cars on the highway like pulled over because they all saw it too. And they were like,
Oh,
"What the fuck are we
fuck.
looking at?" It was crazy.
we might be in trouble because 521 doesn't sound great for never forget, but Forever 21 does sound pretty good.
I'm sorry, hit me with that again.
For never forget, if there's going to be a problem tomorrow,
Okay.
they have to have a name for it.
Yeah, that'll be the name for the incident or whatever
Yeah,
happened.
Forever
tomorrow.
21 could be a problem.
I was thinking that would be a good slogan for the brand Fernet. Fernet or forget. Like, that would be classy, right? Like people would buy that. A little play on never forget. Yeah. We could do it. We should really be working as
Maybe
a marketing
Fernet
team.
or forget.
Fernet or forget. Yeah, yeah. What did I say? Fernetter? Fernet or forgetter. What did I say?
You said you did the opposite, but you were Fernet or forget.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that was what I said. You said
Are you sure you didn't drink one of these weed drinks with me?
listen, man, I've had a long day.
Me too. I'm so burnt out.
You said Fernet or forgetter or something.
We're just gonna have to listen back, I guess, to find out what the fuck I said.
Yeah, we're never gonna do that. We all know that.
So yeah, so this fucking helicopter thing, I got a feeling it's gonna be another one of those things where people are gonna be like, "Well, why didn't you record it?" And it's like, because I was in the middle of the highway driving at 70 miles an hour, and it lasted 2 seconds.
yeah.
So and I was on the phone. I would have had to been like navigate away from the phone, find the camera while I'm driving.
This is gonna post tomorrow morning. Hopefully,
Somebody got it on their phone. I'm telling you, somebody pulled out their fucking phone. and
Hopefully, the
recorded this
Hudson
shit.
River doesn't get blown up tomorrow morning. And
They were going west. I think they were going like northwest, like in that direction.
yeah, Northwest is not good for us. If there's something good going.
Well, you think we're going to war with Canada? Is that what you think's happening?
No, I don't think the.
Because I do.
I don't think
just so you know, I think.
I don't think the U.S. government is all that trusting of us, and I think those drones potentially could have.
These
been
weren't
looking-
drones. These were choppers. These
I know-
were like
no,
big
I-
ass
I know.
helicopters.
But those drones could have been looking for a best place to put something,
Maybe.
as there was drones for 3 months just over the
Yeah,
whole.
yeah. That was
area
down
we're
in like
talking about.
central Jersey.
No, they were up here. I
Central
saw them up
Jersey.
here.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Most of the reports were along the Raritan River, apparently.
Well, yeah. Well, they might have fucking been like, all right, make them think Raritan. And then they
On the
go,
light cable. God damn it.
yeah. Again, we'll see. Maybe when we post this,
Pretty creepy.
maybe when we post this, we're the last Jerseyans to fucking talk. So
What do you think the ladies are doing upstairs? Let's play this game. Last time we had
it-
some idea that they were playing like battle shots.
yeah,
We don't really know this time.
it sounds it sounds like there's a 40% chance that Sam's had a couple drinks.
There are giggles. I do hear girl giggles. That's hard to say. Say girl giggles 5 times fast, Joe.
Oh, I don't mean to undermine what you're asking.
Yeah. You
But-
just thought of something brilliant.
I did think of a theory I came up with the other day.
Lay it on me.
I think if you can find a giggle guy, you can do anything.
If you can find a giggle guy,
Yeah. If you could make a guy
elaborate, please.
If you can make a guy giggle, you could make him do anything in the world.
Like define giggle though. Like a what's a giggle?
Like I can make you laugh, but I don't think I can make you giggle.
I don't know. I need an exact. To me, a giggle is lesser than a laugh.
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. If I can make you like break down, because
I think I'm giggling right now. I don't know what you
but
mean.
because as a man, you break out. You start from your outer shell. So the inner shell is giggle, outer shell's laugh. If I can get to giggle, if I can make you a giggle guy, I think we can.
So you're saying-
I think I can make you.
So
do
you're saying a
anything.
true laugh is a little giggle because
like a
'cause
giggle.
you're not trying to appear like masculine or something. Is that what you're saying?
A giggle with two men is beyond a belly laugh. It's like you made them like.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Well, then maybe I got you.
I think you're a giggler. You're a giggly. No, you're a giggle. I don't even know what you would call
A
it.
giggle
It'd be like-
gaggler.
Yeah, you're a gaggler. I'm a giggler. I don't know.
But God, Gagler is not a good name. But so if you could make a man giggle, I think you can make him do anything. So like you can tell him like, hey, you're gonna buy this house, and he's got to listen because he giggled at what you said. If he knows you giggle,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Is if you're like, I think I giggled, and that's fine.
If he's aware of his power,
We respect each other.
okay.
If you're talking to a person,
I mean, for the most part. I'm just
if you're talking to a person that you don't think has that has that respect for you and you giggle, I think you've lost
yeah. I
all
mean,
respect.
if I'm in the clink and somebody says something funny,
Oh my God, and you
I'm gonna
giggle?
laugh like, oh, I'm not gonna laugh like, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying.
Laugh like fucking Sakura from Street Fighter. Just like, oh,
I think like if you make a man giggle like that you just met, you've won against them. You have them. Whatever you
yeah,
want.
I would agree. You just carte
You-
blanche, just do whatever the fuck you want.
And you can run their wife.
I think you would do fine in prison. I think you'd make many men giggle. I think you can handle yourself in a
maybe.
fight.
I might enjoy prison. I might like it a little bit.
This might be our best episode.
This might be
We got Joe to talk about broken nose
Oh, yeah,
sex
baby.
and just dominating dudes in prison.
when you told me we were gonna post late, you told me,
Uh,
and I will try and quote because I can't read. You said,
Bob the Builder's
"I'm a
British.
total hoser."
Yeah.
Tim Dillon puts shit out late all the time, like we're Tim Dillon, which is which is fantastic.
That was a joke. I was like, it's good.
Like-
Timmy D puts shit out all
Like,
the time.
Oh
like-
yeah, the person. We're gonna talk about the fucking predator. We're the prey. That's if I was a fucking. What's like the worst piece of prey ever?
What, like the easiest thing to kill? What do you mean
yeah,
the worst piece
yeah.
of prey?
If
A
I'm
mouse. I don't know.
If I'm a Magikarp, and I was like, I'll tell you what though.
A pigeon. or whatever.
I'll tell you what though. Fucking Mewtwo puts shit out late all the time. Yeah, that's a Pokemon joke
Yeah,
the-
I got you that one.
for the
Yeah,
dildos.
I would say
But then he
Magikarp,
said,
Meowths, and Pidgeys are
tomorrow night, we make talk sex on the microphone machines.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And we actually are talking some sex tonight.
Yeah. That's what I was telling you. I'm telling you, you make better sex if you break bones. Break bones.
And that's the lesson for episode
Break
64 of the 2Q.
Break bones, give boners. It's a new campaign I'm doing.
Yeah, dude. I can't. You better get me a T-shirt, and you better let me design that T-shirt.
It'll be
as
a
well.
really fun 5K where somewhere in the 5K you get attacked.
What was it? Broken.
Break bones, give boners.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Um,
It should be. That's not really that accurate. It should be like broken bones, reset boners, broken bones,
maybe
prolong boners.
maybe a pro printers 5K. It's toners for boners.
I like it. It's gonna be like any screen printer sign makers out there.
It's we do Xeroxes of your dick before you go, before you run,
Yeah.
and then after the
Yeah.
run we do another one.
All right,
See if they're longer.
I'm in.
See if
Everybody's
they're
got to
longer.
wear those underwear that has. It's like underwear with a dildo like attached to the front of it, so everybody's running around with like bouncing boners as they're running.
I think I like toners for boners. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
gonna be a
brilliant.
lot of fun.
It could be an event at the block party. It could be like this is a fundraiser.
It's
this
a
block
half
party.
block run.
But you got to do it with a floppy
Yeah.
boner.
You have to be half chub to start. You have to be full boner. To
And if you really want to
end.
participate, but maybe you don't have a broken nose and you just busted a nut, you can wear a big rubber dick on your underwear.
you have to be half chub to start. You have to be full boner to end. It's
You start the race with a measurement, and it's got to be at least it's got
gotta
to be
go up.
at least a percentage bigger.
30%. It's got to be 30% bigger, or you keep running.
Toners for boners. And then, some really cool poster art
Oh shit!
and T-shirts.
I didn't even realize that toners could be a real racist idea, but
Wow. Yeah. Whoa, dude. You took it in a direction. I mean, we did at the top of the show. We were
we
talking
can
to
just
Hitler,
call it the
so-
tone. We can call it the tone
Oh,
bone,
Christ.
where we just measure white people versus black people.
Did you say the crone bone?
Tone bone.
The tone bone. It's just a bone off.
Yeah,
An old school bone off.
it's a running. It's a running orgy. It's a bad idea.
For centuries.
It's a bad idea. All right.
Yeah. I think that's a great way to end the show.
Joe came up with a bad idea. All right.
No, toners for boners, I think you got something. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
not all of the ideas
not all of the
under
plans,
the
not all
umbrella
of
of
the
toners
plans,
for boners winners.
But yeah, we're gonna raise money for printers quick.
We're here for
The
you.
printer money I'm in for.
Yeah.
The random racist dick running. I don't,
You made it racist. There was nothing about race.
I just
Oh,
I
man,
just
I got
thought
like a
about
rock in
Elvis
my nose
Tones.
Tones for bones.
We could sing while we run
With
with boners. You have to be hard and run.
the Bob the Builder theme. What's the theme?
Got to be hard and singing.
All right, hard to say. I think we're beating a dead horse now. I think we've got all the ideas for toners for boners. Boners for.
I don't think
boners
it's
for
all
to-
done.
boners
I don't
for
think it's all
toners.
done. I think it's
This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
There's way more inside you.
it's like sexual karaoke.
Name of the
It's
episode,
it's
right
the
there.
it's the bone tones.
You had to wait till the very end of the episode
It's
to
the
figure
bo-
out why it's called sexual. What is it?
It's
Sexual karaoke.
sexual karaoke. It's the bone tones.
Can we start a fucking doo-wop group called the Bone Tones?
Yeah, we only sing sexual music.
Yeah. It's yes. Not a lot of people know this, but boners actually have a low hum. It's a very low frequency that only certain people can hear, and our music is all based around that. We use
Yeah.
a lot of bone
It's-
tones. really rattles you.
We have
right-
three
right to your
versions of
fucking
the,
chakra.
three versions are the lead singers of the band. They actually are not allowed to sing. If they do, we whip them.
No, see now. Let's be careful, all right? Guys, we love you. We love you, lurkers. I think this may be one of our funniest episodes. I don't know. You were on a roll today, dude.
We made Bone Tones.
You gonna play us out? I think you should play us out. This should be a
Oh, I
really
can play us
official
out.
episode. I think this is classic 2 Cubes right here. You're welcome, lurkers.
This is
You're welcome.
I definitely brought up some stuff that we never do.
Oh man, I am so fucking snotted up. It's disgusting. Pray for my health.
It's Notre Day weekend coming up, so it doesn't matter.
It's a fucking 3-day weekend, baby. What are you talking about? Memorial Day coming up. Catch us out there in these streets. I'm not going to work this weekend. I'm going ham. I'll be around though. We love you. 2 Cubes Podcast. Subscribe. Jack, we miss you. Bone Tones for life. What's the first album going to be called, Joe?